Today, I'm dedicating this episode to an ingredient that I use a lot in my cooking, but I don't give nearly enough credit to, and that is tomato paste. Now, yes, I just use a lot of bay leaf, I'm known for the ruku. Coconut milk is a staple as well, but high up on the list in terms of ingredients that I use in my cooking that really versatile and brings a lot of flavor to lots of the dishes that I make. Tomato paste is that ingredient. And you really don't want to get confused between tomato ketchup and tomato paste. Tomato ketchup is something totally different. I mean, sometimes you can't even tell what's inside tomato ketchup. Yeah, it's supposed to be tomato based, but really and truly some of these ketchups that you taste, it's red. But other than it being red, it really tastes anything like a tomato. And these things will be filled with a set of sugar and all kind of things to make it sweet. The only time I just use tomato ketchup is when I eat in hot dogs or fries. Other than that, I'm not a tomato ketchup man. Tomato paste, on the other hand, is literally just tomatoes that they cook down into a concentrate, and they make this thick, rich paste with it. And with this, you could bring a lot of intense tomato flavor into your dishes without having to go through the process of cooking down tomatoes for a long period of time. And of course, tomato is Mr. Tomato in the market right now. So this is a great substitute, a great ingredient. And today I'm going to show you how I use tomato paste in my cooking. I'll just go and show you some quick ways you can use it. And trust me, when you're done watching this video, I figure you'll go out and buy a bottle or two, because this is the real MVP. Let me jump into it one time. So one of the most obvious ways you could use tomato paste is to build your own pasta sauce or marinara sauce. Yes, you could go in the grocery and buy a jar of that pasta sauce already pre-made, but for me, making things from scratch is always best. So that way you get to build, a pasta sauce or a marinara sauce just to your liking, that's the way that you want it. I like to build a very simple one with simple flavors, simple ingredients, and then depending on the dish, then I could, add other things to it. So my base marinara is just a whole lot of garlic, dried basil, olive oil, and tomato paste. And I just build that from there, and I have my base marinara that I could use for pastas. I could use that for a pizza sauce, you name it. And I'll show you, how I make my marinara sauce. Again, just starting off with a whole lot of garlic, and then we'll take it from there. So making the marinara is very simple and straightforward. I just go in with about a tablespoon of olive oil, 2 head of garlic, so that's about 15 cloves of garlic. And you'll saute this for about 30 seconds to 1 minute. You're not trying to get any color on the garlic really, you just want the flavor of the garlic to infuse with the olive oil. Add a pinch of salt, pinch of black pepper. Add in 350 milliliters or 1 jar of tomato paste. Add in 2 tablespoons of dried basil. And I had some pasta cooking at the side here. I'm just gonna add a couple ladles of the starchy pasta water to our marinara. And I want to use the starchy water from the pasta for this so that it will help create a thick sauce. Add in 4 ladles here. So give this a little stir. And as simple as it is there, our base marinara sauce is pretty much done. I'll just reduce the heat now and allow this to simmer for about 5 to 10 minutes to let all those flavors combine. But this is pretty much it. If you wanted to add other flavors, other ingredients to this, feel free. You could add mushrooms, you could add fresh basil, you could add other herbs if you wanted, onion, chili if you wanted it spicy. The choice is yours, it's all up to your preference. And these are a real quick fix because you could just boil some pasta, just drizzle on some of your marinara sauce. If you want, sprinkle some cheese and thing on that, but easy as that. You have a nice spaghetti sauce, nice pasta sauce right there. quick and easy dinner vibes. Now we're going to take that same marinara sauce and turn it into a meat sauce or bolognese. So going in with a little bit of vegetable oil into a pan, adding some onions, carrots, celery, adding half teaspoon of jeera or cumin, quarter teaspoon of chili powder, touch of salt, touch of black pepper, and now I add in 1 pound of lean minced beef or ground beef. Now that we have a little color going, I'm going to season again with salt, a bit of black pepper, flavor of the beef. And now we want to cook this until all this liquid here evaporates. Alright, so now that the liquid has evaporated and the beef is starting to fry and we have some real nice color going on here, at this point I want to introduce our marinara sauce to the mix. And just like that, we transformed our marinara sauce into a real nice meat sauce or bolognese. And this will go perfectly with our pasta, but it'll also make a great base for lasagna. If you're making lasagna, this is also a very nice filling for your meat lasagna. And if you're feeling to go through all that, you could easily put this between 2 slices of bread and you have a best sandwich right there. We're going in again with some spaghetti here and our bolognese or our meat sauce. Boom. Look at that. Easy, and yet another way to enjoy tomato paste as a base for one of your dishes. Can't go wrong. Cannot go wrong. So another great way to use tomato paste is to make your barbecue sauce from scratch. Now, I know a lot of people use ketchup as the base, but for me, the tomato paste, because it doesn't have additional sugar, it allows me to create the barbecue sauce just the way I want it, with the right amount of sweetness, the right amount of savory. Yeah, for me, tomato paste definitely is the way to go and not tomato ketchup. So, going in with 4 tablespoons of tomato paste, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 2 teaspoons of paprika, half a teaspoon of salt, 3/4 teaspoon of dark soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Add in a cup of hot water to the mix. Give that a little stir. Add in a couple dashes of Angostura aromatic bitters, just for good measure. I'm gonna put this on the fire and let it reduce for about 5 to 8 minutes. Bring all those flavors together and our barbecue sauce will be ready. And boom, that is it. We had our barbecue sauce simmering for about 5 to 8 minutes. The flavors are well combined here. So now there's only one thing left to do. It's just to brush our sauce onto our chicken here and then just pop these in the oven and we'll have a perfect oven barbecue chicken. Another great way to use tomato paste. Making barbecue sauce from scratch. And boom, hot off the press, fresh out of the oven, our oven barbecue chicken using tomato paste as our base for our barbecue sauce. Can't go wrong. Cannot go wrong. Forget about the tomato ketchup, tomato paste. That is the key there. Key ingredient to making a real best barbecue sauce. Now this next way that I'm going to show you how you could use tomato paste in a dish is probably one of my favorite ways of using it. And that is to make a quick and easy shakshuka for breakfast. The great thing about this is it doesn't take long to prepare and it allows you to use very simple ingredients to make a breakfast that really looks and tastes like You spend a lot of money making it. Pimento. A little sweet pepper. And some sage. Add a touch of vegetable oil to our pan. Add in our aromatics. A little salt. A little black pepper. Touch of curry powder. 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Give that a little mix. Add in a touch of water to that. And now just gonna crack our egg in there. A little salt, a little black pepper. And as easy as that, we've substituted the tomatoes that you typically use in shakshuka with tomato paste, and we're achieving similar results, just as tasty. Trust me. Finish it off with some fresh side, and boom. I'm not gonna lie, this looks like a dish that costs an arm and a leg to make, but as you see, simple ingredients, a simple swap out with the fresh tomatoes for the tomato paste, and boom, we in the game, we in a gear here. Real easy, simple shakshuka. So I hope you enjoyed this video where I'm showing you how to use tomato paste as a substitute for fresh tomatoes or canned tomatoes. Other ingredients that I use it as a substitute would be like jollof rice. If I'm making a quick jollof rice, misir wat, I use tomato paste for that as well. And even when I'm making my stewed tuna or stewed fish, instead of using fresh tomatoes, I would use tomato paste if the price of tomatoes are a little too high and a little out of reach for me at that point in time. Let me know down in the comments what ways you would use your tomato paste. And yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, give it a share. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please take a moment to do so. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Mm-hmm.